We all go a little mad sometimes.
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
They're here.
Hi, how are you?
Oh
no, I was supposed to say. You're supposed to say.
I say hi. Jesus Christ.
We're over a year at this.
Naughty. Naughty. Yeah.
Punish. Punish.
So, you're listening to
They're here.
podcast,
A discussion
a dissection,
of all things horror.
fear, and the macabre.
We need to
Christmas
get, like,
edition.
Chris. I don't know what the fuck that was.
That was almost a sentence.
For someone who stutters, just so you know, you're oppressing me. I can't even string together a sentence. I stutter.
When he
so
said,
you know.
"Did I stutter?" I said, "You sure did."
Oh my god. No.
You get out of here.
Yeah, so Christmas edition.
Yeah, so today we are doing the 1984, I would like very definitely say like cemented like cult hit kind of Silent
Sleigh Ride.
Oh god. But no, this was weird. This movie kind of came out, well, Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Awesome.
And this movie I feel like kind of B-list horror. Like if you know horror, you know, because there's like kind of controversy around it, and it was like, this is one of those that was like super heavily protested and stuff.
Yeah, this is one of those like considered video nasties type
Yeah.
deal.
And it is, it's
Specifically
gross.
just because of the almost exclusively like sexual nudity towards the violence of women.
Well, yeah, like you get
know?
to see like a mother like sexually assaulted, and then
her
like
throat cut.
yeah, for
And
real.
then you're one.
But like with her boobs out, that's kind of that's kind of unusual for the genre. I mean, it's not unusual in a slasher
It's a
to have
lot
tits
darker.
and blood, but
Yeah.
like they don't usually ever really happen like at the same time.
Yeah, they're not mutually like
Yeah.
yeah. And this is sort of the one that like definitely it sort of like it crossed that line where you were just like, is the director like at all just like
pulling the collar a little bit.
like you know good and goddamn well he was explaining this to the actor and so, like she was just like,
No, just keep them out. Get the tits out now.
So yeah, Silent Night Deadly Night 1984.
Same year as Nightmare.
Same year as Nightmare. They actually came out exactly the same time, ironically. And ironically, this film did better in the box office than that film did, but because
it was protested.
Yeah,
people were
because
like,
it
"Oh
was pulled
fuck,
from
what is
theater,
this?" Yeah,
Nightmare over the longer term did better.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's like Nightmare, or like we always kind of. It's hard to think about Nightmare on Elm Street and not think of it as like Nightmare 1 through New Nightmare. Not to think of it as like one big franchise, you know. And like this movie also like kind of went on to go spawn a franchise, but like
There's like 5 movies.
yeah, I think there's like 5 or 6 of them, and then there's a remake.
Gross.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is the crappy 2012 remake. Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's like Goldberg or something like not Goldberg.
Goldberg
like Steve-
and Sax.
Well, you know what I mean. It's like Stone Cold Steve Austin. He plays Santa in that movie.
But anyway, so this film is known as like, I'm not even a word of a lie, directed by Charles E. Sellier Jr. What a name.
But of course.
But of course. And it's literally, of course you can.
It's very well.
As long as we don't have to fucking hear the rather loud ass fucking drivers outside. It's literally known as an American psychological slasher thriller horror film.
I mean, it is. It's about like a psychotic break.
Well,
This kid is triggered. It's PTSD.
it's triggered.
Okay, this kid has PTSD, but the S is for Santa. No, seriously though, but also they kind of imply now like we were just talking like kind of briefly before this, like we're not gonna go kind of scene by
we're gonna
scene.
shit talk this film.
But also, even if we did go scene by scene, it's kind of only like 8 scenes or something like that.
Yeah.
Like there's
And most of them are like not really story connected. Like the
No,
kills
they're
are
kind
just
of like all little
very
shorts.
random.
Yeah.
Yeah, like each of the kills like literally feel like they could be a whole different thing unto itself.
Like it's a compilation.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like
it's
they
like
just threw together
best
a bunch-
moments.
Yeah. But also speaking of, because this movie was so heavily kind of criticized by the MPAA and kind of like the Catholics were all over this movie.
God,
not just
love a
because
good Catholic. And the IRA is in this now, don't forget.
they were pissed because it was like, okay, you're showing nuns in a bad light, but also like I don't think nuns were like viewed in a great light even back in the day.
Yeah.
But also, I love that in this, the nuns aren't like, oh my god, you should be concerned about Jesus. They're like, what about Santa Claus?
Yeah,
They're so
did you
obsessed with
notice
Santa.
that?
They don't give a shit about
They're like,
God
make sure
at
you
all.
write a letter. Make sure, even she, at one point, she's like super anal about the fact that she has to,
A girl after my own heart.
like, you know, the, oh god, no. When there's like there's certain scenes like she'll say random shit like during like the back part of scenes, like there's one part where like all the kids are like playing with their toys and she goes,
All I see is greed. Like, you gave them presents, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? They're orphans too. Like, it's
they
not like
literally have nothing.
Yeah, I was gonna say and they all get one present each. It
Oh.
didn't seem like, here's your present. Here's
She
like,
even
here's
tells them to
a
like
present.
don't rip up as she wants to fold. Now that's very
Fold
Irish.
it. That's
Fold the
that's
paper.
yeah, that is some granny-like behavior. The Irish gran really jumped out.
Okay, can we just talk about like the title credits just for 1 second because I have
Scared
to
the
give it.
shit out of me.
It was like
Made
such
me
a.
literally jump. I'm not joking, right? Because like this movie also isn't jumpy at all, except for these first like 8 seconds.
Yeah.
Because it's like we get kind of the it opens with the Santa's watching, Santa's creeping.
That, by the way,
It's the most intense. Like, it's just like when the titles come up, it literally made me jump.
It
Because
was
I did be
great.
watching like with headphones in or whatever like that.
oh, I do think that, and I also love the like splatter. You just don't
Yeah.
see that anymore. And
No.
Silent Night is like super nice, like Times New Roman, and then Deadly
like
Night was
hand
just
animated,
blood
like
splatter.
blood. Yeah.
I love that, and I appreciate the effort that went into that because
Like,
that
it's
was
nasty and it's naff and it's janky, but like that's exactly what I like
You
want
expect
from a movie
from a-
like this.
yeah.
You know?
But it's like it was so it's like I can really appreciate the artistry that went. I was going on about a fucking title sequence, but like I can tell like that was hand drawn. That's not like a thing. That was an artist like sitting over a
Because it
table.
looks like the intro for Art Attack or something. Where it's
Doesn't
sort
it?
of like,
Yeah.
you know, like you can hear it.
I do. I
I
appreciate
can like
it.
smell
though.
the poster paint of it all.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I appreciate the intention behind the movie because like then it's like
The intention,
Yeah.
but the movie itself.
we are because at certain points like the tone of the film really does shift at certain points of the film where the rest of the film is just camp as you like. It's very fun, and we at the Here podcast do not say camp as a bad thing.
Camp is not a 4-letter word.
Camp
except it
is-
absolutely is.
But I appreciate it, and I think it's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, this movie has like a big 70s like energy, big 70s kind of sensibility. Like all this setting, like the camera is like, it's all kind of, I think we even said this last week or something like that. It's all kind of brown. All the furniture, like when they go to that house where Linnea Quigley is, also this movie starring Linnea Quigley, Scream Queen, is just all brown. It's all shag carpeting. You know they smoke in there. They're having sex on a snooker
billiard
table.
board, yeah.
Gross.
Oh, it's so good. I started at the beginning. I was like, this film
is
fucking-
nasty.
But like at the end of it, I was like, you know what? I
It's
still had a
fun.
fucking fun time watching it. It was
Yeah.
stupid as fuck, but I still watched it. Now, I do want to say, like, I actually said, like I mentioned it earlier, like during production, the movie was intended to be called Sleigh Ride, as in SLAY, by its production company Sleigh Ride Production Inc.
Yeah.
Slay, bitch! Prior to release, however, the film's distributor TriStar insisted on the name changed into the title we all know and
I
love.
prefer this though. I
Yeah.
prefer Silent Night Deadly Night.
I think it's a good dirty double entendre, and I appreciate it.
But like, it also kind of sticks out more. Sleigh Ride sounds way more like kind of generic.
Yeah.
or whatever. You know, it just sounds like any kind of like, I don't know, like Knife the movie or like whatever.
Can we not accelerate our fucking cars, please?
That shit won't even pick up.
So the other like really just stupid scene that I always thought was fucking, or at least because I watched it literally yesterday, that I always thought, like literally watched this over for the like first time in full yesterday.
Yeah.
It was the grandpa in the mental asylum. By the way, it just says Utah Mental Asylum.
Yeah.
They just saw a weird building and they just plonked that sign there.
Yeah.
And they were
yeah,
like,
it's
yeah,
literally
that's
like a
what it is.
community center or
Yeah.
something like that. But this grandpa, I used to
He's
think that he was
catatonic.
a quote unquote, but he's so faking.
Oh
It's
my-
like he's in a mental hospital, but he's
How'd you get in
faking
that
it.
chair, bitch?
Yeah. for
Were you
real.
lifted and hoisted into
They're
that chair?
I'm
No,
like,
you
who did
weren't.
his hair? He shaved his mustache into that shape, you know. But they're like, also okay. I just like this is kind of tiny. I couldn't get a read on whose dad it actually was because they
I
both
was
just
so
refer to him
confused
as
by
dad,
that. Yeah.
and it's never
Because, like, the two... Right?
the two
'Cause I was like,
parents who look like porno
I
actors.
got, like, I got the vibe that they were brother and sister bringing their kids to see the grandpa.
and then they kind of
And then they both said
kissed, and it
dad,
was like-
and then they were sitting in the same car together,
Yeah.
and it's really strange energy.
yeah. Also, this dad in the car doesn't really say anything. It's the mom is talking the whole time, and then the dad, like, it cuts to a shot of the dad just kind of being like, you know,
It's just like
he
leaning over
didn't
and
have any
agreeing.
lines.
Yeah.
yeah, like the dad is just like a mute or whatever.
But like the grandpa, like he gives off obviously major dad energy,
Oh,
but
this- oh yeah, for sure, bro.
but he like for whatever fucking reason, like whatever, like I think they said like ECG readings or something like that, so they have to leave. But
he's a
Billy
psychic.
is like, so the Ricky goes with him. By the way, Ricky changes like physical form
Oh,
like
for
4 or
sure.
5 times in this movie.
Big EastEnders energy.
It's hilarious. But Billy is left for whatever fucking reason. Billy is left.
You
with
stay
the
with the man
grandpa.
who's
And I
in
love
a
the
place for
fact that
criminally
I
insane.
literally have the note saying, "Why would you say to your kid that he's not going to hurt you?"
I know, yeah, like a warning.
What?
Yeah. And just be very careful before you enter this room with your grandfather. There's nothing to worry about. You just have to be very careful. You know? But
just
then, like,
so confused,
immediately,
like,
the
what?
grandpa, like,
He like turns over and like puts his
like, they're
hand
gone.
on Billy's forearm, like
Yeah.
gripping it. You're like, oh,
just
what?
terrifying this kid. Because it's like, this dude kind of fulfills the, like, harbinger of death kind
Yes,
of thing.
yes.
But, like, it's...
Gonna eat your baby!
it's because I didn't need a fucking baby.
I didn't need
But,
a fucking baby.
It's weird. I like almost want to know what his backstory is. I'm like, why does he think this? Because like they
Right.
kind of play it off of like
That
is
would
he or
have
isn't
been
he
more
crazy?
interesting to me.
Yeah, like
as a
there actually
storyline.
was Santa is actually evil.
Yeah.
Which I guess kind of would have just been Krampus. Like we kind of
True,
already
yeah.
did that.
Yeah.
Because to me he kind of gave a little bit of like Omi energy from that movie. Of being
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm just gonna warn you or whatever. But this little monologue actually kind of like, I'm not gonna say like creeped me out, but I was like, this is kind of creepy. Because he's like, Christmas Eve is the scariest night of the year. And then it's like,
Yeah.
it's not just that like, you won't get anything good. Like, I remember my mom told me if I was a piece of shit for Christmas, I would get a bag of dead rats. Not cold.
A bag of dead rats?
Yeah. not
What
cold.
the fuck?
Also, I would 100% accept a bag of dead rats. That's so much taxidermy. Free rat skulls, bro. Show me where I can just walk into and buy a fucking rat corpse. Whatever, Nathan.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Officially!
If I got...
Not today, Satan. Not today.
No. Today, Santa. Not Satan.
No. Jesus. Gross. What's wrong with you? You got fucked up there, my man.
I don't know.
You fucked up.
I had a rough time with Santa.
You had a
when I was
rough
kid.
childhood, okay?
Uh-huh.
You were bounced too many times on Santa's lava.
No, when I first saw first time I ever topped.
Your first time you ever topped?
When I met Santa, yeah.
Wow.
When I met Satan, sorry. But,
When you ask, for Satan instead of Santa, and you go
that's
to
it.
Puppy.
Yeah, all
and
the
you get a hell
dyslexics
dog.
get super into the occult around Christmas time.
Oh, absolutely.
But no, he's literally like, Santa Claus is an evil bitch, watch out.
Yeah.
And the kid is like, oh my god.
Traumatized.
And he's like, you're not gonna not get something good. He's gonna punish you. Santa's gonna fuck your shit right up, bro.
But like, also, like, it's prophecy because, like, literally later on,
Same
a fucking
night.
Santa.
Yeah.
Who the fuck's gonna stop for a guy in a Santa costume
And
in the
this,
middle of the
I'm
dark
not
road?
fucking stopping
I'm
whatsoever.
not stopping at all. Who
Because
the
even
fuck
the
does
mom
that?
is kind of like, should we? And it's like, it's the 80s by this point. Like, hitchhiking is kind of...
And also that
like,
weird song is playing on the radio.
Santa's watching,
Santa's
Santa's creeping.
waiting. Oh, it's
good.
weird.
But yeah, also that song doesn't even like try to hide. It's like very veiled or thinly veiled of like, Santa's gonna get you.
Yeah.
Just watch out. But yeah, like hitchhiking would have totally been like out of fashion by this point. Texas Chainsaw had already been out for like 10 years, you know.
Yeah.
Like, the hippie movement is up and over.
Absolutely.
But this guy, this Santa Claus, just robs a convenience store for like 30 quid. But I do just want to note though that like
$31.
Well, there you go.
Oh, yeah,
But
get your shit together. Get it
Poor
right.
Santa though, you know.
What?
Probably so desperate. Why is he robbing the store like that? But anyway, the effect I just want to point out though of this clerk getting shot in the head was kind of decent.
It was.
It looks really
like,
good.
and that's exactly like I always like imagine like that's exactly how you would like
the head wouldn't explode
it
if
would,
you get
yeah,
shot in
it
the
would
head.
just like suddenly it would just be a lot of blood like suddenly dropping out of
Yeah.
the hole in your
just
head.
like blunt force. Yeah.
Exactly.
The same thing happens
I
to
love
the
that.
dad, and it's like exactly the same effect. But
Yeah.
like again, I think it's kind of realistic. But also, I feel like that may be kind of part and parcel to like it being budget related because they don't want to like build a whole ass head and fill it with whatever was on the fucking craft service table that day
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
But no, I thought it was pretty good. And then even with the mom's kill, it's kind of
Oh,
plain.
that's
There's no-
janky as fuck.
I know, but like there's only
Because
so
like they
many
don't
ways you
even
can
show
do
most of her kill.
it. Yeah.
Like the actual like scene.
Oh, we get to
as
see a lot of it in the
happens.
flashback.
And then you see
Yeah.
more in the flashback than you do in the actual scene.
Yeah.
I just thought it was so stupid. But then again, I also guess like the way it was edited together later on with the like quote unquote re-edit or
I was gonna say
remaster.
that's the. I'm not gonna say
They
so
add
much
more.
problem because it literally made the movie experience for me so much more like enjoyable. Because like if you guys watch this, because this movie was so heavily critiqued and so heavily kind of like, I don't want to say like edited, but like because they tried to release it as is, that's why it got so heavily kind of scrutinized. The edition that we have nowadays is unrated. Like
Yes.
it's just like the version that you can watch.
Yeah.
But the camera quality goes from like fairly decent, like kind of 80s whatever like that to like a fucking like toaster. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
Once you start to get into like the gore, the parts that would have originally been cut, they not
weren't
so
color
seamlessly-
corrected. They
No.
were like nothing was edited. There was
They
no
weren't
even
done to,
like
like-
sound effects in it. It just
No.
happens.
Yeah, like an outtake or like a deleted scene.
Yeah.
You know how like on a DVD you watch the deleted scene, it's like the quality is not as good because like they deleted like why would they go
Yeah, they
through
got rid of it.
the
Yeah,
like
yeah.
color grading all that kind of stuff. The drop in quality every time there's the kill.
it's so
is-
noticeable.
but it's so good
It looks
because it's like the
brown,
aspect
it's
ratio is
darker.
off. They're like
Yeah.
slightly more zoomed in and everything. Yeah, it's
Oh,
hilarious.
it's awful.
You can see like actual like literal like cigarette burns like on the film itself. It's so janky.
Yeah, there's that whole scene with the Santa in the car and
Yeah.
and thing. I legitimately thought like he was going to like so because I couldn't remember like what happened with the other little the baby at the time, Ricky
Yeah.
at the time, and I looked at that and I thought
Garbage day.
so like garbage day. If you know, you know. So there's like a lot of things I was like, why did he stop them? Did he just want to kill them? Did he need the car? But then I was like, that also doesn't make sense.
Yeah, like,
because
what's the
Ricky
motive? There's
is
no motive
still,
at
There's
all.
no motive, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, because Ricky is still in the orphanage, although he metamorphoses about 5 times.
Yeah.
You know, it just doesn't make sense to me. And then I was
In the
looking at it
span of
like,
one
what?
Christmas, I
Yeah.
thought too. I might add.
I just
Yeah, like there's no motive. There's no like why
Bad Santa fucks up that family.
for real. And this little
And he's
kid.
like pulls the knife out and he's like, where are you little bastard?
Yeah, for real. Literally just like I'm like, oh my god. I think if I watched this when I was younger, that would have creeped me out.
Yes.
Because like I don't know, like
I
seeing
love
kids
that
in danger
hand-
when you're in
that, like,
danger or
shot
when you're a
of
kid.
the hand like the red glove hand with the jingle bells, and then like it's just
also,
sort
yeah,
of, like,
must just
red.
add, it's the exact same Santa costume in this movie. There's one Santa costume on set, and they used it for everybody who was dressed as Santa.
They had a budget.
This Santa, the Santa at the store, and then Billy's costume inevitably when he moves on.
They had a budget.
Oh my god, the most beautiful Santa I've ever seen, though. Billy is... Oh, we'll get there.
Is he Human Chair of the Week?
Girly, he looks like an angel. He's so pretty. And they make sure to not obscure his face ever, because when he's wearing the Santa costume, the beard is pulled to just under his actual
just
face.
under his chin.
It's never worn, like, real or whatever.
Okay, so this is sort of like where I did want to kind of deviate towards the more kind of more adult theme of what they were trying to go for.
Sexual assault in front of babies.
Yes. I was actually going to say...
But in my mind I was like, are the kids on set for this? Because it's like filmed kind of, I'm going to assume, same night.
It was the budget.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you can tell they filmed this movie in like
Jesus
5
Christmas.
days.
No, this is a serious kind of note was on this film was the question of nature versus nurture. So,
because they really do play that out with the grandpa and everything. We have that is like kind of a big implication.
So it's like on the one hand, exactly Hereditary, the granddad, but then also you have Mother Superior jump.
Oh, I love her. I literally love her.
You have these two dichotomies of
what did you call
the
boy with his finger in the dichotomy.
No, it's definitely something that like as I was watching, like specifically with all the scenes with Mother Superior,
who is just a bitch.
She's a fucking cunt.
I love her.
She beats people with belts just for fucking.
She's kind of what
these random two people who look like they may have just broken in.
Who are those people?
Who are they?
They're not children.
I thought it was the nun.
That's I was gonna say. I almost think it would have made more sense if it had been Sister Margaret, the one that's actually nice to him.
Yeah,
you know, because she also gets him in trouble later. She's like, you know, we'll get to it. Sorry.
Yeah. But like, it's very much like that. It is nature versus nurture. Like, I firmly do believe that.
And both. Like, this kid was already fucked up. They just didn't help it all.
Of course. And like, it's only like reinforcing the ideas in his head, like punishment. Punish!
Well, actually, yeah, I do think, just you kind of bringing it up, I really do think a lot of it is nurture versus nature.
Absolutely.
Just because, like, he literally, like, takes her tagline, you know, where she's like, punishment is good. Punishment is how you, like, grow. And, all that kind of stuff. And
but then like you get the sort of the sexual assault, the rape scene later on in the back of the store, and
like
that's
he's
like
triggered
where he
also.
snaps. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like when he sees, cause like with the mother. Okay, so we actually didn't really get to talk about it. So Santa like pulls them over, or like they stop for Santa or whatever.
Yeah, because he's like broken down, or quote unquote.
Yeah, he's just kind of there at the side of the road, and like it's kind of really not important, which I almost kind of wish it was a little bit more. I wish we got a little bit, or if it actually had been Santa but evil. I think that could have been like, it could have been a little bit extra camp, you know, just because in my mind I'm like,
just sprinkling on top there.
Well, yeah, because in my mind I'm like, what's his motivation?
Yeah,
like what's the point? But anyway, he basically just like wrecks this fucking family. Like,
oh my god, like shoots the dad in the head
straight away. The dad is completely out of the picture.
Oh yeah,
and then with the mom,
he's out of the picture. He's gone.
Yeah, dad went to the store to get milk and never
came back.
Yeah, but oh my god, the way he toys with this mom, and it's like, it's kind of coming out of the 70s. This is still very early 80s. It's straight up exploitation movie.
Yes,
where it's like,
absolutely.
There's breasts and blood and violence all kind of at the same time, with
almost exclusively with the women in this film. Almost exclusively, except for that random HR in the store. Why do you have a HR for a fucking toy store?
For the Raz toy store.
Yeah.
It's just chemistry sets or whatever like that. It's just bomb making sets.
I know it. It's gonna come out. I know it.
But literally, there's only one lady who dies in this movie.
I saw that.
Oh,
that shot, I was like, he's gonna go off on this.
The way I stood up in bed and put a hand on her shoulders, you know,
oh my god,
the national anthem really jumped out.
Oh my god.
I put my balaclava that I was already wearing in bed down and tilted my balaclava and tilted my beret to the side. I was already wearing my like pajama version of the Rai uniform, you know.
Oh my god!
It's like a camo print like t-shirt with like the rest is green, you know.
Your bed
I've
sheets
got my
with the
combat
Irish
boots
flag.
on. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but they're not like it's not coloured that way. It's just
green.
an Irish flag.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've got like a picture, like I've got like a dartboard with like the Queen's face in the middle of it. We're, like,
like a full cardboard life-size cutout of Bobby Sands.
Oh yeah, for real. Like lipstick kisses all over it. Like,
it puts the lotion on its skin.
oh god, these people did not die for some faggot toy. But you know what? Here we are.
That's going up.
I would have liked to think that Michael Collins would have been an ally. Let's just say that.
That's going up.
There you
That's
go.
it. It's going up. You just provided content there for a week. Love it. Okay, right. So, back to serial killers.
Okay, yeah, so like this mom is literally just like thrown out of this car and and we get to see her shirt be ripped open from like 3 different angles.
Yes.
And like she's got great boobs and all this kind of stuff like that. Like you
She
can
got a
tell.
nice pair of titties.
Yeah,
Nice
but
pair
like
of
to
titties.
me I was like, are these porn actors? Like for real?
Because she did not seem to mind it.
No, these people were quote unquote acting their ass off. You know what I mean? I always do that when
Acting
somebody's
your
giving a
shirt off.
performance where I'm like, wow, this person's really an actor. It's like the boss in the store or whatever at one point where they're talking later where he's like, I'm just thinking about my parents, and he's like, that's good, a boy should always think about his parents. And then Billy's like, they're dead, and he goes, oh. It's so good. It's so awkward though. It like really is big Christmas party energy though, where it's like, you know that nobody in this store actually like hangs out or anything like that. They're all just kind of there. On Christmas Eve as well, I mean.
Also, there's other people like around that are singing like Christmas that suddenly like disappear.
Gone.
Like,
yeah, this
for
is
some
another movie
reason.
that just has no extras. You know
It's
what I mean?
that they can only afford who
They have
was there
10
at the
actors.
time.
Yeah, they have 10 actors and they all have like separate jobs. You know? So like Billy did blood or like powdered noses or whatever it was, you know.
But he did the makeup.
Somebody does catering and Santa, you know. But anyway, yeah. So this mom, it just gets wrecked, and it actually is kind of a really disturbing scene
It
it's
is
like
because it does go on for like
it's extended.
It
Her
does.
boobies are out on screen for a while, and then they get like blood all over them. But like, there's like the baby crying in the back, and it's like really intense. It's like,
It
oh
is.
shit! It's almost The Hills Have Eyes.
That is exactly what I was thinking about because like it gives off that very much. I mean, number one, obviously, it's gratuitous nudity.
It's hardcore.
It's purely there for. It is what it is.
Because then I was like, oh, is he gonna rape her?
Yeah.
And like, it's kind of, I don't know, not implied. I mean, we also don't get to see like that might finish out really.
But you know what he also did?
Because I did need a baby.
He didn't need the
didn't,
fucking
though.
baby.
That's my point. Where I'm like, but I don't.
What
even,
did he need the
just-
fucking? What did he do?
Because he doesn't even take the car.
Like, what was it for?
No,
I mean,
think like we just get like he's
it was-
just a murderous Santa.
Yeah, it was like you can see that Santa being there as a plot point for Billy to be fucked up.
Yeah, for
You know what
real.
I mean?
And I almost would have liked if.
I
the rest
like
of
the
movie
idea if he was there purely because like his car broke down and he needed another car and Billy happened to be in it.
Yeah.
I liked that because it's not fully explained why he's on the side of the road, why he's there, why he's approaching this family or blah blah blah.
Because even Billy's like,
Whatever
don't
fucking
stop.
reason.
He's like, don't fucking stop at all, bro.
But he's like, he's gonna punish me. He's gonna punish me.
Yeah, for real. Then I love it. Like Billy's like, is Santa gonna punish me? And they're both like, who the fuck told you that? They're both literally like,
oh, like he even turns around. He's like, it was like, I think it's the only one line that the dad has. Like, do you think he's just kind of making that up? And she goes, no, but he has no reason to lie to us. Which
why
makes
would he
sense.
like children don't lie?
Well, no, but like he has, which makes sense because where would he have gotten it from?
Yeah,
if
because
right
also
up
the
until this
grandpa
point-
literally like when they come back into the room, he literally like unseen. Like goes
he
back
goes
into
back to
being
being catatonic. Yeah,
like that's just his state now for like the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
Like that was his one moment.
yeah.
You know.
And it's just like, And scene. Bows out,
Yeah, exactly.
shuffles his way. No, he's picked up by a giant arm and brought out. No, so like, basically they're, by the way, better name, the Wayward Children Orphanage for the kids.
Kids who have lost their way.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
Oh
gotta
my
get
God.
down here. My foot just went completely dead.
Wow. She just like, did you hear all that movement?
Change positions.
Did you hear that
Switching
movement?
positions. Oh, yeah.
Extra.
Me when I'm having sex with a female goat, switching their positions for you. I know it's a female sheep. There you go.
So, this orphanage, obviously run by the Catholic Church.
Me when I walk into a room and I'm not expecting to see a female sheep. It's you. So fucking stupid.
This, orphanage.
So the Catholic Church.
Yeah, so I mean,
really
like, what's
fun.
scarier than the Catholic Church?
There's
This
seen
Mother
them clips
Superior
where
is
it's
a
like
cunt.
it's like a guy and his. It's related to the Catholic Church. It's like a guy and his kid walking through town, and then like the doors of the Lewis open up, and a priest grabs the kid, and it's like the Catholic Church. I feel like that's a weird subject that actually hasn't been picked up on enough for like horror movies and stuff like that.
Oh,
Is
the
like,
Catholic Church?
yeah, but like because
I'd
there's
agree.
such a big power, like a lot of movies like that always get kind of like suppressed or like buried almost. Like they tried to
Yeah.
do with this movie because they
Oh, yeah.
show the nun being like, even though we've seen Santa Claus like rip open this mom's blouse and like kind of implied like assaults her
Yeah.
sexually and then cuts
Uh-huh.
her throat. This nun is still the main villain.
Of course.
Even over Billy. Like,
Yeah.
he's, in his mind, she's
the
bad
worst
guy.
person in the world.
Yeah.
But also, like, her there's like punishment is good. Sister Margaret is also a dick because she's just like, I'm not gonna stand up to Mother Superior.
But then also just it directly makes Billy disobey her and
Yeah.
then just stands there while he gets punished.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like, this fucking cunt.
Oh, no, I'd be pissed. I would have ratted her straight the fuck out. I don't care
yeah.
if you're an adult, I'm telling. Watch me fucking rat you out.
Also,
Can
can
you
we
get
talk
fired
about
from
the
being a
size
nun?
of this belt? The size of the belt that Mother Superior has when
They're
she
like
walks in on
paddle.
the two random, like, breaker
So-
inners.
Okay, yeah, so like I actually forgot what the initial thing was that made
He's
Billy
basically like Billy has been he's fighting with a kid. It's another
yeah,
kid who like Ricky interjects saying like he's a little fucking
he's not
nuts.
yeah. And so then he gets kind of like sent to his room or whatever like that, and then he also gets tied to this bed later.
Yes.
Where I'm like, okay, this is
How do Mother Superior?
yeah.
How do you know how to tie knots that well?
but for real though, where I was like, okay, I feel like this movie, if this movie was made now, it would be like kind of much more of a kind of sexual thing almost.
Yes,
Because of how
absolutely.
much, like, because
Post
Billy's
Michael Jackson.
well, seriously though, it's like Billy's main trigger in this movie is sex, not even Santa.
I have
Because
that
when
as
he
a note.
sees Santa
Sex
in the
as
store,
trauma.
exactly,
Yeah.
because he sees Santa in the store and he's kind of like, okay, gross. But then once he sees that other chick get like attacked, that's what fucks him up. It's like once he starts to see violence associated
Yeah.
with sex, he freaks out. And then even with this, so Sister Margaret like frees him from his room and it's like, go out outside and play with the other kids, which gets him in
Even though
even
the
more
kids
trouble.
are dickheads.
Yeah, for real. Like none of these kids are his friend. But then he like follows like noise or whatever, just like noises or
This
whatever.
like comical keyhole light.
It's huge. You can see his whole face through it. Like, it's literally a window. It's literally a key-shaped window. It's gigantic. But like, it sounds like we're exaggerating, but it's like this shot. You can literally
no.
see like both of his eyes and nose through it.
Yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous. But he sees these people kind of. We get another man ass, which I
Yeah.
appreciate. Another hairy man ass, which I very much so appreciate. And it's these two people just kind of having a romp in this like random little room in an orphanage, but these people are like
Random
grown-ups. Yeah, like they're not kids, they're not nuns.
They're not part of the sisterhood or anything like
no.
that. It's
Hey
just.
babe, let's break into this orphanage and you can nail me right here in front of this.
But also,
huge
it's one of
keyhole.
those. It's one of those rooms that randomly has like all. Did you notice like all the craft that was in
storage
there?
room.
It's a storage
Yeah.
room, and I was like, "Is this for
It's literally
kicks?
like,
Like,
it's
what is
literally
going
like,
on?"
Like the box room or whatever like that.
Yeah.
Am I right, lady? But, So I'm just gonna readjust for a sec.
Wow. Okay.
The foot is awake, the ass is asleep. But yeah, and then Mother Superior is like, you know, bitch, get away from there. She's pissed at Billy.
Yeah.
She's so annoyed at Billy. But again, this is another thing where Billy has the direct association with sex and violence.
Yes.
Because he sees sex, kind of is intrigued by it, which, like, I don't know, like, pretty much like any kid would be. It's like he's not. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like he's not. I don't know. You're like in a Catholic fucking orphanage, and then this is like landed on you.
Catholics, man. Fucking hell.
Fabulous art, but like not
so
very
backward when it comes to sex.
Do you know what it is? The American Catholics, y'all are boring.
Yeah, that's
Over
it,
here
man.
we can repent and drink.
Goddamn Pentecostal fucking Jesus Christ. Jesus
I mean,
Christmas.
literally, yeah. But
also, the other thing is that, like, the size of that fucking belt. It's like the size of my hand, the width of that fucking belt, and she beats the living shit out of the two of them.
Yeah,
she beats the fuck
I love
out
it
of them
because it's like off screen and everything like that. It's like she just closes the door behind her, and it's like, you know that dude was kind of into it though.
Yeah. No.
It.
What the Superior Joy did was she was just like, I want to beat the living shit out of you first.
Off. Yeah. Out of the habit today, boys.
Very Sister Jude. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. You're wearing red under there, you whore.
And then Sister Jude, like, it's like, I don't know whether it's multiple flashbacks to like different Sister Jude. Yeah, Mother Superior. She fucking, Mother Superior.
I love her accent in that season though. She's got like a main accent or whatever.
Sister Jude.
No, don't go down that road.
No, the
Sister Jude.
Sister Jude.
Okay.
Sometimes
that was better. Remember when I ran over that little girl? Killed the fuck out of her?
She like uses this what is it? It's the exposure technique to your greatest fear.
It's Clockwork Orange for children.
Right?
It's insane.
It was so fucking...
sit on Santa Claus's lap.
No. Like, and she forces him down onto it, and he decks the Santa.
Okay,
I
not
love
only
it.
does he deck him, he punches this Santa Claus out of the chair. And there's
it's hilarious.
There's like a
and
cartoon.
you can hear the...
Yeah, I was going to say there's a cartoon, like a pow noise.
Yeah.
Like, it's insane. But then she's
it.
like, okay, looks like Billy needs a little kink in his life. Get the whips, you know, like, and then she goes upstairs and literally just ties this kid down to the bed. Like, holy shit. Because it's like, and like, that has to be intentional.
Oh, of course.
You know,
absolutely.
I mean, like, it's fucked up because it's a kid or whatever like that. Yeah. But I think, like, that's, again, like you were saying, the nature versus nurture thing. It's like, I don't think Billy necessarily would have started murdering people without these nuns, but also I don't think he would have done anything without that Santa Claus thing happening. It's like both of those factors made Billy what he is.
And like when it comes to like serial killers and things of that nature, like normally what happens is they show them the tendencies, you know, killing younger animals and all that very early on, but they don't develop the higher urges,
which is only fucked up if you don't live
in there until like they're kind of
only fucked up if you don't eat the animal.
If they don't develop the murderous intent, shall we say? Or sorry, I should say premeditated murderous intent until their late 20s, mid to mid 30s.
Yeah.
Which is it's very clear, like that's how this sort of happens, specifically just because of like sexual awakening and all of this type of thing.
Just so kind of goes back to like the kind of like Michael Myers thing. It's like that's why I always thought Michael Myers was so
because he couldn't understand what he was looking at.
Exactly. And like even that's why I really, really enjoyed Rob Zombie's thing, because it showed that he was like killing his it's like Michael Myers is not like some kind of like I don't want to say like not a monster, but it's like he's not a Freddy Krueger or a Jason. It's like he's the kid who killed cats and killed like mice and all that kind of like with stuff. That's why I always thought that was so much more disturbing. And this movie has a lot of like thematic parallels with Halloween, kind of. You know, it's another one. It kind of jumped onto the like attaching it to a holiday. Yeah. You know, like
it's also like there's no just huge grand scheme like fucking pagans using Michael as like a sacrificial thing. No. It's just so murderous intent. There's no reason to there's no reasoning behind it. It's just
this guy's gone psycho.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's snapped.
Which is, because it's real world, it's kind of more scary.
Yeah, like I don't need there to be like like a some kind of cult behind it.
Yeah.
I don't need there to be like fucking Michael with a
Cult
rune
of Death,
tattoo.
Hare Krishna, all that. Yeah, very that.
But also, I just wanted to say real quick, just speaking of like holiday movies, this dude's name is Billy. Possible Black Christmas reference?
I can
The
see
killer in that
that.
movie's name is Billy.
No, I know that, but like I can see it, but I wouldn't.
It's also the only other one kind of like out up until this point.
But Black Christmas came out in what, the
70, like 10 years before this.
Ah, okay, yeah, 'cause this is the 80s. I was thinking this was the 70s or something.
It does have very big 70s energy.
It does. It very much does.
But then so kind of leading now into like modern day.
Can we just talk about this 2.5 minute montage?
Oh my god, what is this song?
It's like I described it as like this sort of like this montage. There's drinking, like this. The guy is drinking during work, and he offers it to Billy, and Billy's like, "No, I've got a carton of milk."
I drink milk, yeah.
And he's like lifting kids up to grab something off the shelf. There's straightening of like stock on shelves.
It's like the opening credits to
It's like some
a
intro to
sitcom
the
about
sitcom,
people
yeah.
who work in a toy store.
Like I'm half expecting them to look at the camera, smile, and like
Like their name
something
comes
as Billy.
Yeah,
you know what I
for
mean?
real.
Like that type of shit. You know, and it goes on for nearly 3 minutes.
It's a music
It's
video.
hilarious.
It literally is a music video of these people just working. But it doesn't even show their like relationships because they're kind of just like
Yeah.
just
There's that
doing
talking. They're
stuff.
just like laughing at each other
just
for
3
whatever
minutes
reason.
of people at work. And that's
Oh my god.
But so like Sister Margaret, the chick that like even still like Billy's 18,
Who
who's
also
not
doesn't
in the
age.
orphanage anymore. Sister Margaret,
Yeah.
yeah, at all.
Like-
Also, Billy is also casted like 3 or 4 different times in this movie as well.
No, you're thinking
he's
of
supposed
Ricky.
to. No, because Billy is supposed to be like 12 in one scene.
Yeah.
And then goes into this, but he's also played by another kid at the start.
Uh-huh.
Like there's like random weird little
Yeah,
jokes.
but like Ricky, for
it's
whatever
played by like
reason,
5 different kids.
It's played by 5 different kids, but also Ricky and Billy's ages are like maybe is it like what,
they go up and down.
5 years apart at
Yeah.
most because of like the baby and
He's
then
a
like,
little baby, yeah.
like at most Ricky, who is Billy's younger brother, should be like, because Billy is what, 18, 19?
Yeah, 18. He just turned 18.
So like
Yeah,
Ricky
like,
should
he
be
stays
at
a little
least
kid the
like,
entire time.
like at least like 14 or 15.
Yeah, like he stays.
And like
as,
he
a
stays
child,
like a
little
kid the whole time.
But so Sister Margaret, this chick who is like kind of like riding hard for Billy, like she like wants him to do well and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
and she's actually
also
approaching it.
Definitely riding for Billy.
Oh, first can you blame
Big dick
her, bro?
energy, man.
Dude, he's huge.
He's massive.
huge and blonde.
And
he's
look at
got
that peach
hairy
ass.
Look at that hairy
That's
ass.
a
We get to see
lingering
his
shot,
ass.
man.
And he's got cute feet and everything. You know,
He's got cute feet.
I'm not into that, but what I'm not into is gross feet. But anyway, we get to see him. Like our like grand reveal is she's talking to like the
steps out from behind a shelf or something. She's
Billy-
like, Billy.
yeah, on cue, like hiding
Flicks her
behind the
hair.
like vintage Star Wars toys or whatever.
He's like,
She's
I need
like,
a strapping lad with big arms.
She's like
or
some
something.
18-year-old, as if he's talking about a child. And
Yeah.
then he's like, do you think this is a boy? Come on in here, Billy. And
Like
Billy
a madam's
steps in.
calling card.
Oh, for real. And then Billy steps out and he looks exact. It was really pissing me off. I was like, who does he look like? He looks like Kiernan Shipka, the new Sabrina. He
Who's
looks
Kiernan Shipka?
the new Sabrina.
Oh, right.
That wasn't just her second name. Hold on. Look up Kiernan Shipka right now.
Oh
This
my god,
looks
this is a tangent.
Oh no, but he's beautiful. Actually, I have it here. He is beautiful, and I feel like he gets brought up kind of often enough when people talk about like horror movie like hunks and stuff.
Yeah.
That looks exactly like him.
I don't know about that now. But anyway, this shopkeeper, my god,
He saw a ghost. Matthew
he
Lillard.
like, is well gay. He does this thing where he's like nods at Billy and then he practically bites his lip or licks his lips when he sees him. I'm
He's like, no, I don't want to
oh.
hire some 18-year-old. I need a strapping man like that 4 foot nothing dude that was already working there.
Yeah.
And
Andy.
literally like Joe Pesci. But
Yeah.
like, not Joe Pesci. And then she's like, Billy, could you step in here a moment? And he like steps out like Charles Atlas or something. Like he looks like a Tom of Finland drawing. Like he's got like a big chin. Like he's just, he's gorgeous.
His shirt is like halfway unbuttoned and
shit. he's like flexing.
Yeah.
Like, see the forearm. He like carries something heavy into frame with his entrance or whatever. And he's like, oh my god, I'm gonna need a minute to like wipe all this up, and then you're hired.
I don't know what I'm gonna do, but if it snows tonight, he's going on my tires.
We're stuck in here. So then the rest, and then this is kind of, it's not Christmas time yet, because there's like Halloween costumes in this store the entire time, by the way, I might add. Again, I'm just looking at all this stuff, and I'm like, if they kept all the toys they bought for this set until like now, they would have more money than they did making and like after releasing this movie.
Yeah.
All these vintage toys, all these vintage costumes and shit like that. I'm like, damn.
No, it definitely like sends you back. Actually, let's just talk about this Christmas store for a second. So the one thing that really irked me was
the Raz Christmas store.
It's actually Ira's toy store. we just read it as the IRA's toy store.
That's the man who came in his pants.
But like basically the one thing that we thought was so like jarring about this toy store was the fact that during Christmas the entire front of the store is covered from ceiling to floor of the window, like, and these are huge bay windows,
and to
with
the point where I thought they were just walls.
Yeah, you thought they were just awful, and I was like, did the artist not like you guys?
No, you can't see in or out of the store.
Shit, bro.
Yeah.
And then I seen like the part where the HR manager, I guess, gets shot in the stomach with an arrow. She goes for the front door, and I was looking at like the icicles and shit, and like the snowflakes, and I was like, this guy literally just drew like painted big X's like, and stars across it to make it look like.
But again, I think that's like very on brand for this movie.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, can anybody paint? Or not even can anybody paint. Does anybody have any paint? We actually had some chick do that in like in my work a couple of weeks ago though, and she just didn't fill any of it in. And we were like, so it's just a white line drawing? You're like, did you didn't bring any colour that you knew? So you're not gonna finish?
Billy is like asked, can he like play Santa? Like, it's
just say no.
Triggering for him,
and then he doesn't. And then we don't see him in anything
is
but
show
this.
Up a lot.
For real, it's like the Kill Bill noise that like happens every time something. Yeah. But he puts this on, and instead of being horrified, he's like, "I just found out who I am."
He's looking at the mirror, going like, bites bottom lip, I'm turned on now.
Yeah. And again, it's the same Santa Claus costume as the killer from the start of the movie.
As the other Santa that gets
they say like
shot.
the Santa twisted his ankle, he needs the rest of the season off or whatever like that.
It's like, so basically this was something that I looked at.
Sorry.
Yeah, this is literally, I was just about to speak about this. These moments with Billy are just some of the awkward as fuck, especially him playing like with Santa's lap and all of that kind of thing.
But it's so funny though.
I looked at this kid and I was like, stop it. He's doing it so deadpan.
She's like, I want this, and he's like, stop it, I'm gonna fucking punish you, you little bitch. And then like just off screen, like they pan over to the parents and they're like, he's so good with the kids.
Yeah.
But it's like they're all sitting like within like a couple of feet of each other, and he basically like has this little girl by like the scruff of her collar, and it's like, if you don't fucking behave, I'm gonna fuck you up.
I'm gonna punish you.
I'm gonna throw you against this wall in a minute if you don't shut the fuck up. And then all these other children are just lining up, like waiting for the same thing to happen. I love it.
It's a power play for him for sure.
And they pad him out for real. Like, yeah, he's really enjoying it, but they're like, he's a little thin to be Santa. Yeah. You know? So for the rest of this movie, I actually didn't even think about that. For the rest of this movie, he's just wearing padding.
Yes.
Because he's like Billy is like very tall, very beautiful, thin, slender, blonde, available, so available.
Billy, if you're listening,
I wish.
Come down my chimney.
I wonder what that guy looks like now. Let's keep talking.
Okay, so this was another thing, like, especially with this now, the fears of the fear of trauma and then the anxiety around sex, because this guy, like, how would I describe him? His kills are sort of essentially triggered by one or the other.
Yeah.
Right? So, obviously, the first main kills are Andy and I can't remember her name.
Oh, God, look at his face.
She is brought into the back. Basically, they've had this, let's get shit-faced.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's like, imagine like every Christmas party you've ever thought of. It's like, there's literally like 4 people there. And it's just Christmas music. And like, they pull out like 4 bottles of drink at the start. And it's like, okay, gorgeous. Now and he locks them all in.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
Then like, Jesus Christ. And then, yeah, I forget the chick who like, they were showing her and Billy like flirting.
Pamela is her name.
Yeah. They were all kind of like implied that they were going to get together and all this kind of stuff. And then not Joe
it's like
Pesci.
his maybe love interest.
Set up as the love interest.
Yeah,
she very definitely is.
Yeah,
because there's like a couple of scenes of like when the first Santa Claus is introduced,
nowhere.
Billy like throws himself backwards against all these again vintage toys. Oh my god, the money!
Did you just crush my Star Wars?
That Jabba the Hutt unopened in box mint condition
Did you see
playset.
I clocked
and
that
there was like
immediately.
4 of them. I'm like, Jesus Christ! Again, it's just like the nerd in me is just like, I wonder what they did with all this afterwards.
Can I find one?
But like he falls over and stuff like that, and she like helps him up. And there's a couple of scenes where we see them kind of like being flirty and da. But then not Joe Pesci is like,
Andy,
why don't you just come into the back here? I'm gonna rape you.
There's like 4 people, and like they very like as if no one else notices that
everybody
half
breaks
of the
off
people just suddenly disappears
in a group of 5.
It's awful.
And then
it's
those
so
other
awful.
2 people, Ira and Kelly from accounting or whatever.
Linda from payroll.
Oh, yeah, exactly. But she came over here to drop some slips off or whatever like that, and they're just like having a grand old time singing to no one.
Yeah.
And then they're also singing the song that was written for this movie, the Santa's Watching. They're singing that, but they sing the whole thing.
Yeah.
We get to see the whole
they
thing
do
being sung.
extend these scenes, and it's just janky as fuck. You're
Act
listening and going
drunk.
like looking at your watch, going like, when is this fucking
And it's so
song
pathetic
over?
to watch people act drunk.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I always would have just rather them like actually get locked and just like do whatever. But like the scenes in this, and like they're kind of purposefully supposed to be awkward.
Yes.
Like it's not just like bad acting, or well, it is bad acting, but like like I was saying earlier, it's like a boy should be thinking about his parents, and he's like, my parents are dead, and he literally just like, I'll actually put this clip up on the Instagram because it's one of my favorite parts in this movie, where he literally just like, oh,
the overacting.
God. Yeah. But yeah, so then Pamela just gets like assaulted. It gets invited to be assaulted.
Yeah.
And
again, that's another thing. Like we're exclusively like, the
sex.
violence toward women is not just like,
It's sexual
I'm going to
violence.
murder you. It's sexual violence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like every time, pretty much.
Every time. It's literally every time.
Except that one accounting chick, she was kind of dumpy. They just,
Yeah,
they're like, we actually don't want to see your We're actually just gonna kill you. She's like, oh fuck yeah, shows up on set. She like readies her up to be like all confident to like, get naked and be killed. And they're like, gross.
You're fine.
Could you take your top off first, please?
Also,
could you
does
actually just put
Billy
your top
suddenly
back on?
turn into Superman? Because like when he murders Andy, he
Oh my
wraps
God!
a colourful noose around his neck and hoists him up by one hand into mid-air.
What do you do with
and,
that
like,
other hand?
with can I just say, not around his neck, but with the rope of Christmas lights.
Yeah.
How the single-headed fuck does that hold a man's full body weight around one part of the wire, might I
And it just
add?
snap, yeah.
And it just
It's one loop.
It's one loop. It's not wrapped around multiple times. He just picks him up like that, and then like he struggles and dies.
And the entire time she's literally just like
standing there,
kind of off screen,
right?
Yeah. Like, look, I know this guy was also straight up just about to rape me, but like, you're murdering someone. And then she's like, Billy, what the fuck, bro? And he's like, you ungrateful bitch. I'm literally about to fucking kill you. I think I'm gonna kill you.
And this death was, out of most of them, really kind of like one of those, oh no,
kind
because
of like
it was
yeah.
done with he picks up a Stanley knife basically
Yeah.
and like rams it into her stomach and rips it upwards.
And I like know that feeling. It's like the being in art class or whatever, like that feeling of like not just like nicking yourself with a knife or whatever like that. There's something about like a kind of a
pulling
thick,
at the skin.
yeah, like it just kind of like shreds you up a little bit. I'm like, oh my god, the torso, like ow.
And like, I also love the fact that she's like sort of like holding her shirt, like like
oh no,
while
let me just
it.
no, let me allow me.
And then she just drops on the floor. I just thought it was hilarious. It was fucking hilarious.
But not a single person hears or notices over half the group leaving.
Yeah.
And 2 murders happening.
Except for the manager, Mr. Sims.
Because there's yelling. At first he's like, did you hear anything? And then with Sharon from Payslips is like, no, I didn't hear
Karen
anything.
from Finance.
For real. And then he like goes into the back or whatever like that, and she's just left there by herself.
I actually don't think she's given a name in this one
look
at
it up.
all. But like, yeah, the only kill, even as it wasn't edited out, is the death of Mr. Sims. Because he goes in looking for them, he discovers the 2 dead bodies of the would-be rape victim and the raper.
He's like, I'm actually not going to let you get raped. I'm going to kill you first.
And he just basically gashes him at the front of the head with the back of a hammer. I always loved the dig deep of the back of a hammer. That's such a great way to like blunt force kill someone. It's excellent.
I know this is where you could tell they actually like cut a lot of this out, or like kind of chopped a lot around this, because as soon as he like goes to the back, camera quality dips so heavily.
Yeah.
Also, her name is Mrs. Randall.
Mrs. Randall.
And that's it. She's best known for this movie. Also, she was in Halloween 4 as the, quote, woman attendant. Fabulous. I love your work. Yeah.
So when I know exactly who she is. She was the one in the at the beginning when Michael Myers is being transferred.
Yeah.
She's the one in the
She's the ambulance driver. Yeah.
So basically,
Mr. Sims. Yeah,
she discovers the 3 bodies now sitting at the back, because like she was sitting there forever, sitting on her own for whatever fucking reason. The party
here.
just like moves over to another area, and like, oh, I'm suddenly on my own now.
No, it's fine. I'll just stay here by myself.
And
I guess.
she, to me, is the only one that was smart enough to do something about the killer, because
she did basically what I would have like.
Yeah,
done.
she distracts him, and then she tries to hit him over the back of the head with something.
Yeah, I love that she
fails
she
terribly.
plots out like a plan. Like she has like she thinks
she
on her
leaves her
feet.
hat like in full view.
Yeah,
she wears
but then
this
also
Chris
just,
Kendall hat thing.
Yeah, it's got like holly and like bows and all that stupid shit on it, and then she like camouflages herself behind toys
Boxes,
or whatever.
Yeah.
But on my mind, I'm like, I almost wish one time in a movie where we would just get like the killer is completely foiled and actually fucked up, and that's like roll credits, because like she manages to like get him down, because Billy's not particularly like agile. He's like
new
almost
to this killing business.
It's like almost
forgive
ghost level
him for
or
fucking up.
Yeah, I suppose though these are like his first kills like ever. You know,
Yeah.
it's like it all just happens. Like it's a spree. It's not like. And again, it's not premeditated either, because it
just happened. He snapped.
Yeah. I suppose at least with like the first 2, like that would have been like kind of a crime of passion or whatever. And then the rest is just like all through rage or whatever. But yeah, this chick really does make like a good kind of circuit around the the store or whatever.
Yeah.
But in my mind, I'm like, I would have taken that axe. I would have thrown it straight through one of those windows and just been out of there.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't have tried to go for the door.
She
it's all
did
glass.
go for the door. But she
and then it was
did
locked.
pick up the axe, and she was about to crash the window.
Yeah.
And then she turns around, but he shouts
He's a
something
crack
at her.
shot with a bow and arrow.
And like by the way, a fucking kid store with metal arrow tips.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
And she is skewered
like right
through the ribs, and I'm just like, yeah, that's fucked up.
Like, damn, you're gonna die at your office work party.
Yeah.
But is it even hers? Because she's not like in the store otherwise.
No,
this is like her only scene.
But also, like,
I loved her as woman attendant in Halloween 4.
Yeah, she did well there. She showed some versatility You know, she wasn't asked to wear a fucking turtleneck or
She's
win a
this
sewing competition.
She's this character with a nurse coat.
Nurse coat
on.
She does well though. She dies pretty awesomely. I got to admit, I love that kind of like just some like and then like kind of falls to the side like immediately dead.
Immediately dead.
Immediately dead.
You could so run around with an arrow through. I mean, I guess it would like fucking hurt, but she's just like, okay, I'm just not going to try anymore. I'm just going to lay down here.
And then he sort of like, yeah, I wrote, gosh, an arrow to the stomach. Yeah.
I always do love that in a movie though, where it's like somebody's stabbed and they're dead before they even hit the floor.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You think that shit takes so long.
Alright, so what have we got next? Who's the next kills? Oh, the random like fucking
Linnea Quigley and her boyfriend.
Yeah.
Because this is like, so now they're kind of like, or no wait, she tries to call the police. Doesn't she call the police?
Who? Denise?
Miss Randall. Denise.
No. Oh no, she does.
Yeah,
she tries to pull up the phone and then he whacks the axe down on the line.
Somehow the police are made aware of Billy.
Uh-huh.
Because like at this point they're now looking for him and they find another Santa Claus instead.
Oh, and they kill him. Yeah.
No, they don't.
They do. They kill him at the end.
But there's another Santa Claus that gets caught like going in through the window, and it's actually just the little girl's dad.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they do. Yeah, there's another Santa Claus again. It's the same. It's
same
the
costume.
same. Yeah, it's the same costume. Like, never at any moment in this movie is there two Santa Claus costumes on screen at the same time because it's just the one. But yeah, there's like now kind of the like the Michael Myers like around like chase around the suburbs kind of thing where they're like looking for this guy, and again it's like he's in costume, so there's kind of like cases of mistaken identity and stuff. But he gets to, and I don't know why
the police fucking up their job again. What can I say?
Oh wait, get me right, ladies. For some reason he just gets to this house because I don't like. Well, the reason being that like you want TNA, like you want more gore and stuff like that, and if there's anybody I associate with being naked and dead, it's Linnea Quigley. Yeah. Like she's that girl. Like you would have seen her in like a lot. She's one of the bodies in Freddy's chest in like Nightmare 4 or Nightmare 5, and she's what's her fucking name again? Like Trash in Return of the Living Dead. She's the chick with the red hair who does like the graveyard dance.
I love that.
And has a fake plastic pussy in that movie. They like molded a pussy to go over hers to make it look less pussy lip-ish. I guess.
So like this, I always thought it was hilarious. This is where the film sort of goes into shorts rather than thing, because like there's no reason for him to suddenly go into because he doesn't know the house. He doesn't know people. He's just on a spree. And I literally have the note as she hears like the bells and she presumes it's the cat outside. Yeah. So the cat is an accomplice.
And it's guilt by association. Aiding and abetting.
The cat fucking knew what was going to happen. It was
great.
Yeah,
watch me fuck this chick right up.
Yeah, so basically, like, she's taking care of her younger sister, or she's, like, babysitting, or...
You know,
it's not really clear, basically. Yeah. And, like... The corniest line, you make sure to go to bed or Santa won't come. And he says, he's not the only one.
That's the thing. Santa is such a great way to manipulate the fuck out of children.
Yeah, absolutely.
They will do whatever you want, you know?
Yeah.
But she comes downstairs or whatever like that, and like they like almost half get caught.
She's standing at the base of the steps.
Yeah, she's
like, they won't see us. She's not seeing us.
Yeah, these two people, Linnea Quigley and like insert male extra here, are just having sex on top of a fucking
billiard board.
Yeah. Ew. You like
rug burn.
Yeah, like that's not even like comfortable at all.
Frictionable.
Yeah, for real.
Like, and also like that would get cold very quickly. Yeah, unless you're like got a blanket and everything.
Like
on
if
that
you
shit,
have
that
a
shit
freak out,
cold.
just go to your room.
Also, if the parents aren't there, there's a fucking double bed. What are you got to be hopping up on a billiard board for?
There's a couch
like,
right there.
Anything, you know.
But yeah, it's Linnea Quigley, so we know we're going to get to see some titties, and like we're introduced to her with her titties out. Great set of titties, great hair. I love Linnea Quigley.
By the book.
But Yeah, there's kind of like I also kind of feel bad for her too, because she really gets like wrecked. She gets like thrown around this house, and he's just downstairs the entire time.
Doesn't notice.
No, and it's not like one of those murders where
and-
it's like she's like hand over mouth pulled into a dark corner. He's literally just throwing her around upstairs, you know, and she's screaming, and it's not as if they're like.
They're not like 50 million stories away from each other.
No,
she's upstairs,
just up one flight of stairs.
Yeah. And it's not even upstairs in the furthest bedroom. It's literally
at the top of the
basement
stairs, the other
at
side
the top
of the stairs. And we get kind of
honestly my favorite kill.
Yeah, and like this to me, like see, because it's done in Lost Boys, but it's also kind of Texas
Lost
Chainsaw.
Boys was after it though.
No, I know, but I'm saying like this is kind of a kill like we've seen before. But like in my mind, anytime somebody does a kill like this, it's reference to Texas
Chainsaw. It's a book set, isn't it?
Yeah. So she's impaled on antlers, but like the footage that was cut out and then like spliced
re-edited back in.
It's good. You get to see her slowly push through.
Yeah,
it like, doesn't just like come out.
It doesn't come out like it's like you can see the horns
like peel
before
their way
the
out,
skin
kind of.
breaks.
Yeah,
it's
and
really
it's just
great. So long. It's a really good tracking shot as well.
Yeah,
when he comes across when her boyfriend, insert extra porn star name here, comes across her, the tracking shot like goes right up to her on the
it's
like,
great because he doesn't notice her straight away.
Fantastic. I loved it. I was like, out of everything I was like, cool, perfect.
Yeah, I think it's my favorite death scene.
And the other one where I think it's a cop or a priest that gets thrown down into a bomb shelter, I presume. Where it just like it goes by him and just drops down into the basement.
That had a little bit of tension to it. That little like last scene, you know. But like, I think this is a great kill, and like it's almost like he's like using her as like Christmas decorations because he just leaves her up there. He doesn't kill her and like I don't know, hide her at all.
And he gives the kid the Stanley knife.
I love it though. Yeah,
have you been like, a good kid?
She's like, yeah, I swear.
Cleans up the
she's there like doing like lines or whatever like that in her room. She's like
actually like a 5-year-old.
Yeah, so
you gotta learn sometimes. Oh god, yeah. So like, it basically gives the kid the Stanley knife, and I fucking love it. I thought it's hilarious, and like the kid doesn't even question it. She's like, oh,
framing the little girl possibly that would be kind of cool though. They show up and it's another Michael Myers.
The 5-year-old was able to hoist a whole ass teenager up onto a buck's head.
Whatever though, it was a suicide. Did they do that in like Nightmare 3? The girl who's found with her head in the TV. They're like, it was a suicide.
Yeah. Like, how did she get up there? And then we get the other kill, which is kind of like it sort of rivals the Buck's Head murder, which is the two bullies.
Now this
Honestly,
is the one
I've
where I'm
seen
like,
this so many times on Instagram, like
but
just
the little
scrolling through
little
horror.
noise he makes is yeah, it's so fucking weird.
Like,
because
say
they
it again.
show up, and now this actually kind of. I don't want to say creeped me out, but like sometimes you see a scene and you start to like think about it a little bit more, or like they'll drop a certain line and you're like, that's creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
Whereas like there's somebody out there, like somebody's like, I feel like somebody's watching me, and it's like the idea of just like being out in the forest with your friends.
Because you can't prove it, but you also can't disprove it.
Yeah, yeah. Like, do you want to go and look and see if somebody is? And then it's the idea that you have to sled from like one end of this hill all the way down to the bottom and then wait for your friend. It's like. I always hated that shit when I was a kid. Yeah. You know, that always creeped me out.
Yeah.
But the deaths in this are pretty fucking cool. I really like them.
It's so camp.
At least just
so
the
gory.
one, like with the head.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's basically like these two, I don't know, randomers. These two teens are like snowboarding,
who have nothing
snow
to
sledding.
do with the story at all.
Yeah, it's again like it just feels like it's another like writer that was like, ooh, add this
more
into
kills.
it. You know what I mean? Like, put this in. That's a great idea.
This is a cool way to kill somebody with something Christmas related.
It is, yeah.
You know?
And it's like basically like there's two teens who are like snow sledding down like some random forest.
Yeah.
Who
and
get
then jacked. They get like carjacked.
Like they basically get carjacked. So it's like two random ass bullies like
who just pop out of nowhere. Who have just been there. And we followed you all the way to the woods to take your sleds.
Yeah, because we want to have fun.
Yeah.
And like it's just hilarious because like the two teenagers like just give up.
They're like, sure.
Like, yeah, sure, just take them.
Rob me, why don't you?
And they fucking deserve it. They
Yeah.
deserve it. If you do an asshole thing like that, you deserve it.
Wouldn't have happened if you hadn't done that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I really want to see this movie remade again, not the way they did it like previously, because again, like last time it was still kind of like
remade and it was still shit.
Yeah, but I want it remade. Like I don't know why I really like the Rob Zombie like brand of remakes.
You just want Rob Zombie to do Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Honestly, I'm one of those people that really, really likes Rob Zombie's visions for stuff.
Yeah.
If you're gonna remake something, I don't understand why you wouldn't punch it up, or like make it a little bit extra. Like go with modern sensibilities.
Yeah.
You know.
But you know why? Huh. Because the early, like mid 2005 to 2010 remakes. You know why? They're all bad. Because.
But the people are retarded.
I don't know.
And you know Bhagwan is fucking right.
But yeah, I want to see this movie, like, because the kills are actually quite gruesome, and like all the kills are like quite decent, but like it's just all the little in between parts, and like I just wish were like punched up a little bit more, or like there was a little bit more,
or make them relevant to the story. Not that I don't mind.
Or just make them completely irrelevant and have it be just a Christmas slasher, a dude dressed up as Santa
goes around killing people.
Which I mean, again, is kind of Black Christmas, you know. When your mum says we have Black Christmas at home.
But you know what? Arguably, I think Black Christmas did it better.
Oh, for sure.
You know?
For sure. It's because, like, I don't think Black Christmas was, like, played for... Well, I don't even know how much this was played for laughs either, which like, makes it so much more funnier. Like, again, that's kind of the whole factor of camp. It's like, it's funny because they thought they were being serious.
Yeah. It's this kill, honestly, it's actually, no, I'm gonna say it. It was my favorite kill. It's just the dude, like basically one of the kids goes down, one of the bullies goes all the way down successfully, isn't killed off.
Yeah.
But the second guy who comes down is beheaded
off screen
by the axe.
Kind of.
And
like we don't get to see the head come off.
I just love the fact that the body just comes down slowly to a halt, and then the head just comes rolling down.
Yeah, it's just really like just throws it after it. I love
it's my
that.
favorite
like,
one.
Yeah, for real, scenes like that in movies kind of like
they got their comeuppance.
Yeah, but scenes like that in movies always kind of like creep me out. Again, it's like the kind of further implication of it, whatever.
Yeah.
That they were right. Somebody was out there watching them, or somebody else was watching them get watched. You know, because it was like everybody out there.
Yeah.
But like, if you were doing something like that, and then your friend's like headless body just came down, it's like what do you even do? Like you're out in the middle of the forest.
Like you're losing your mind all of a sudden.
For real though.
But basically, Billy gets the idea to go
How
after
much of
Mother
that can you
Superior.
even hear?
Mother Superior, he basically just goes after her because he realized, like, I don't know whether he realizes, like, she's the root of all his torment.
She's the boss fight. She's the end.
Yeah. But basically, like, everyone just somehow realizes that he's going after Mother Superior for whatever reason.
Well, I guess, because, like, everybody kind of knew, like, she was like, well, because it's
Who's everybody? He's
Sister
an orphan.
Margaret.
Because she's a part of the plot, like, during part of this film.
She gets him the job, and she's the one that warns the police.
Yeah, I know, but, like, she's...
Or no, she's the one that goes to the police. Yeah. That's why... Okay, grand. Because I remember I was kind of, like, thinking, I was like, wait, how the fuck did the police get to know about him? But yeah, Sister Margaret, who just sleeps in the police station.
Yeah.
You say such a thing. No, she really is a slag dog.
Really is a slag dog. Never heard of her.
Sister Margaret. No, but she really is a slag dog.
Yeah, she just straight up was like sleeping in the police station one night, but just like...
She is
sleeping on her
there
hands.
for the police dick.
Oh, hell yeah, bro.
Oink,
Some of these
right,
polices
ladies?
are cute. Yeah. Another man in uniform. And by uniform, I mean a Santa suit.
But she really is the slag dog. Basically, they realize that he's going after Mother Superior because
he's coming
she jumped
here.
the gun.
Evil dies tonight. It's like,
Evil dies. Oh, but she really is a slag dog.
But they're like, oh, he's coming here or whatever, and then they all just suddenly forget that a Santa Claus was hired, and they just murder the fuck.
Policemen doing their duties,
but
right?
They say he was like deaf.
She first asked questions later.
It's like the police officer is deaf. Perform. Santa doesn't like lip sync. Santa the pop star. Santa comes and sings his hits.
Yeah, but how is he going to perform as Santa when he is deaf?
You could just kind of be there. With the Easter Bunny doesn't have to do like flips and all for you to be like impressed. He's magic. Like he's
but this is where it fucks up Ricky. This is
this is Ricky's
up.
trauma.
Yeah, because like I mean, he also does see his older brother by like 10 years, or 5 years, or 2 years, or 1 year. I'm not sure.
You figure it out.
Because Ricky changes age and physical form into another actor's body.
Yeah,
every
it's
5
like they could
minutes.
tell. It's like, we need a brown-haired child. Is anyone on set right now? And they just like, get one in, you know?
And like basically, they shoot him thinking it's Billy.
Shoot the fuck out of his
right in front of
everybody.
and she just like calls all the kids back into the orphanage. Like, come
you
in,
didn't
kids.
see that.
You didn't see that. Come in.
Who's gonna clean this up?
Oh
these poor orphans. Again, like it's an orphanage. Like these kids are not having a good day, and they all get like one present each, and then Santa is fucking murdered in front of their fucking eyes. Again, this Santa is wearing the same Santa suit, but and then Billy kind of just walks in. They're like, okay, lockdown, nobody's getting in here, and then Billy literally just like, what the heck? Like just strolls on in, or whatever.
And because Ricky. Oh no, Ricky.
Oh yeah, Santa
realizes
walks
it's
up to the
brother,
door.
and he fucks up and lets him in.
Yeah,
and then, boom! I love the way Mother Superior just like looks at him and just like, you,
that little kid. Yeah.
It's
about to go down,
and he goes, naughty, naughty, punish. His
like,
2 catchphrases.
She did that to him.
Yeah,
it is weird. Like I feel like
it comes full circle.
There should have been like a little bit more of like a showdown between these two.
Yeah.
Because I also think I don't think
what you expect her to stand up and fucking
the flying nun. I want like
she suddenly starts going, my magic pussy.
Yeah, I want her to like peel her face off and have it be like Doom under there or whatever.
Which turns into Wesley Snipes.
Because I also think she's in the second movie.
She is.
Yeah, because the second movie again, like I don't ever want to review it for the podcast just because it's literally the first movie.
All this seamless and
pointlessness. No, it really is. It's like the studio is like, okay.
I often sleep with a gold bar chased into my tent.
Where the fuck is John McClane?
Where are you? Where are the jokes? Yeah.
But like, the studio was literally like, okay, we want to make another movie, but also we don't want to actually make the movie.
Well,
so,
to be
like,
fair, Sam Raimi did it twice.
But he actually like shot all of that. He didn't just get the first Evil Dead movie and like add some scenes into it. They literally, if you guys ever want to like, I don't know, check it out, like just for curiosity's sake, cause like fuck that movie. It's literally just the first movie with like 4 extra scenes in it.
Yeah.
But they don't even break it up that way. It's literally like they play the whole first movie, get to a certain point, and then add new footage. It's awful.
Yeah.
It's really, really awful. Ow.
So basically, Billy gets shot in the... Yeah, he gets shot in the back by the policeman. And as he dies, Ricky takes up the mantle.
The Halloween 4 of it all.
And he just looks Mother Superior dead in the eye and just...
Naughty. Whipcraft.mp3.
I love it. It's brilliant. It's like...
And you could leave it here, because this like literally is like, I don't know, like a nice.
So how useless are the rest of the sequels?
They have nothing to do with
anything. They have nothing to do.
Well,
with
actually,
anything.
no. I just lied to you.
Garbage Day.
Well, yeah, which is weird because that's like I think like one of the more obscure horror movies. Like even this one is still kind of like a little bit more obscure.
Yeah.
But the fact that like
we're in on the joke.
Because I found out what Silent Night Deadly Night was because of that meme, like back in the day though of Garbage Day.
Yeah.
But Ricky is also in the third movie, played by Bill Moseley.
Oh, Bill Moseley,
He plays Ricky in the third movie, but they're they go full Clockwork Orange and like pick at his brain and all that kind of stuff. And then it gets into like the 4th, 5th, and 6th or whatever like that is like pagan witches and like a toy maker and like insects and like robots and all that kind of stuff. It's just like they all gonna go completely off the rails.
Yeah.
Which again, they're fun, but like they might as well not be Silent Night Deadly Night.
Yeah, there's no canon to it. There's no canon whatsoever.
No, it's like there's the original trilogy 1 through 3, and then the rest are completely all unrelated.
Yeah.
But like, yeah.
But it's fun though. Good fun.
And then of course the remake,
which
but, like,
we
I don't
won't
think
talk
anybody
about.
even really like knows about. Like it didn't get any like promo at all. Are you not ashamed of yourself? Are you not embarrassed?
This is so embarrassing. So yeah, that's it. Because it just kind of like ends, and then that stupid fucking song comes on again.
Watching, Santa's creeping.
It's terrible.
Oh no, I like it because it sounds like a real Christmas song.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. God damn.
It's good.
Is it though?
I had a good time watching this
But
movie.
is she though?
I mean, this is like my 4th time watching this movie.
This is one that I would watch if I had no other choice and I needed to kill myself.
Well, it's easy though. It's like an hour and a half. Not even. It's like
Better help.
It's you know, did you see your mom's boobs, blood all over him? Come and talk to us. But no, it's like an easy enough watch.
Calm.
It's like it's wacky. Like the movie is whack enough that it's like it is so bad that it's good.
Look, you don't even need to understand the plot in all its random variants to just have a good time watching this film.
Sex bad, Santa bad.
Trauma good.
Yeah, exactly.
Individuality.
They don't give a shit about God in this movie. The Catholics don't give a fuck
crack.
about Jesus. They care
only about Santa.
Santa specifically.
Yeah. She wants you to fold that wrapping paper. She
Could
said
use it
you
again
only
next
get
year.
gifts. You need to write a letter of thank you to Santa, which
Santa's-
I was made
I
to
already
do one year, by the way.
You know, I already
Yeah.
have my gifts. But also, oh my god, can you imagine how like shitty that would be? You get your gifts, you don't get the thing you want, and then Santa shows up.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like if you don't get what you want out of Santa, you can be pissed at him until next year.
Yeah.
But then to have him show up,
Call
Aren't
him
you off?
out.
Yeah, aren't you off? Where the fuck was my helicopter brown? I actually kind of like specifically requested G.I. Joes this year, and like there's a distinct lack of G.I. Joes on the floor this year, Santa. What's going on? And then the Santa they hired would have gone because he's deaf
Yeah.
and can't speak.
Uh-huh.
Bitch. There you go. A deaf Santa.
Oh my god, a deaf Santa. Like, I mean, that's about as useless as an asshole right here.
I could find like.
Oh my
something to do
god,
with
don't.
the no,
Don't.
like it's a purse or something. Keep my weed in there.
So, this is where we get into what we're going to do next week.
I don't know.
We are going to have a third present. Yes, third present.
The third present.
The third present.
You guys voted.
And we listened. And what did they say? I don't know.
Y'all voted for. Y'all voted for. Oh my god! Sorry. Oh my god! Hold on. Y'all voted for Nightmare Before Christmas.
Henry Selick and Tim Burton. Famously, because everyone thinks like Tim Burton was like, you know,
he also didn't direct this movie at all. Even
though it has Tim Burton.
It's Tim Burton's Night Before Christmas, just because like he came up with like the story and character just like, oh my god, wait. Okay, sorry. This is live on like breaking news. The official trailer for The Northman has come out.
Oh, perfect. Okay, we're gonna wrap this up now because we want to watch that.
Oh my god, there's shots of Bjork in it. Oh my god, okay, we get to see footage of her, and the official poster is out. Sorry. Okay, yeah, we'll watch that afterwards.
We're cutting this shit up because we want to see that trailer. Okay.
So y'all voted for Nightmare Before Christmas, 1991, 1990,
which has inspired a massive generation of emos and scene kids.
Oh, it was, yeah. For real, I was obsessed with this movie when I was a kid. Like
self-expression,
obsessed.
weird fuckers. Were you a Sally or were you a Jack Skellington? Actually, you know what? Don't answer that. We'll not do that
we'll
in the
get
next
there.
podcast.
Yeah, but the question is, were you a Nightmare Revisited person or no? Did you listen to the album?
I wasn't.
No. Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
Okay,
it's a
grand.
load of covers. Yeah. So you'll be seeing it soon. Make sure to like, subscribe, let us know what you think, leave it in the comments below. If you have any suggestions, let us know. We're all that jazz, we're all about it. Let us sound off.
Now there'll be no present for the last week of the year because that is my birthday week and an anniversary.
Do you want to tell them?
Today happens to be the 25th anniversary of Scream coming out. So so yeah, that'll be the final episode of this month and my birthday episode. Just seems like kind of a waste to pass up an anniversary. Nice. I'll also be 25. So.
Well, yeah. I think
so
that's
will the Spice
really,
Girls
really
hit Wannabe also turns 25 this year.
I think. Wait, no. So wait, hold on. Say that
I'm
again?
25, and so is Scream.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I like that. I think that's.
Oh wait, hold on. So I think the first review of next year will be the new Scream, because that comes out a week after my birthday.
Oh, perfect. You're literally spoilers. Spoilers.
It's not really. I mean, it's like the first big horror event of the year. Like, it would be crazy if we didn't cover it.
Yeah. Well, I think we should recognize the imposition that the Scream franchise has suddenly become in our lives, and we want to give an homage. Thank you.
No, for real though, I love what they've been doing. They've been doing like the 12 days of, or the 12 Screams of Christmas or something like that. Like, they're releasing like a new poster or like new interviews and stuff like that. And like, I trust the studio, because Scream kind of like heavily depends on twists and all that kind of stuff. I'm trusting their marketing to not be spoilery at all. And like, we know that a lot of the clips that they've shown in the trailers are purposeful misdirects.
Yes.
So I'm very, very excited. Yeah. I'm like trying to find that balance of like keeping up to date but also keeping completely spoiler free.
I have watched the first trailer, and then I've watched nothing else. I don't know the plot. I don't know anything at all, except that some bitch is back to kill Laurie Strode.
Oh, see, I don't know. I mean, we'll get there. Because there's a line in the trailer that says,
leave your theories to Scream 25 years.
It's like
leave your theories.
It's like Sydney, it's an honor. So they've never met before. Which is exciting.
Next week, Nightmare Before Christmas. Well, rather this week, I suppose.
This week, yeah.
Yeah. So, happy Christmas. Crazy Kwanzaa. Happy Hanukkah.
Happy holidays.
Yeah, happy holidays. Let's keep it open to interpretation. So
happy winter.
Happy
end of the year, y'all.
Happy winter solstice. Let the pagans get in their last laugh. So yeah, make sure to like and subscribe to our or follow us on our Instagram page for some daily updated content. Yeah. Some unpleasant dreams, I guess.
Do you have YouTube on that thing?
I do.
Okay, I want to watch. Oh my god! Okay.
Okay. All right. Stop. Okay. Right. We're gone. Goodbye.
Oh my god!